Hello, and welcome to the Narcissism Freedom channel, your safe space for healing, clarity, and emotional freedom. Whether you are new here or returning, I am glad you are here. If you have ever felt confused, manipulated, or emotionally drained by someone who always seemed to stay one step ahead, today's message is for you. Today we are talking about the great narcissist, the hidden control tactics they don't want you to see. One of the most disorienting experiences in narcissistic abuse is realizing the control was happening long before you could name it. The great narcissist does not rely on obvious force. They rely on subtle influence, emotional pressure, and psychological positioning. Their power works best when you cannot clearly see it. At the beginning, nothing feels controlling. It often feels like the opposite. The narcissist may appear charming, attentive, and unusually interested in your thoughts and feelings. But beneath that surface, something else is forming. They're studying you, mapping your emotional landscape, learning where your soft spots are. The first hidden tactic they use is strategic mirroring. The great narcissist becomes what you need most in the early stages. If you value deep conversation, they suddenly love deep conversation. If you value loyalty, they present themselves as fiercely loyal. If you long to feel understood, they seem to understand you better than anyone ever has. This is not genuine emotional alignment. It is calculated reflection. Mirroring creates fast trust. It lowers your guard and builds emotional intimacy quickly. But the real purpose is access. Once they know what matters to you, they know how to influence you later. The second hidden tactic is emotional pacing. The great narcissist carefully controls the rhythm of connection and distance. At times, they flood you with attention and validation. Just when you begin to feel secure, they subtly pull back. Communication becomes inconsistent. Their warmth cools. This creates emotional anxiety. You may not consciously notice the pattern, but your nervous system does. You begin leaning in more, trying harder, wondering what changed. The narcissist studies your reaction carefully because this is where control begins to deepen. Inconsistency creates attachment. Predictability creates comfort. The great narcissist knows the difference well. The third tactic they use is selective vulnerability. At some point, the narcissist may share something personal about their past. This moment often feels bonding. You may think they're finally opening up, but pay close attention. What they share is often carefully curated, just enough to pull your empathy forward and position themselves as misunderstood. This activates your compassion and lowers your boundaries further. Now you are emotionally invested in protecting them. The fourth hidden tactic is subtle reality shifting. Many survivors begin to feel unsettled, even if they cannot explain why. The great narcissist rarely starts with obvious gaslighting. Instead, they begin with small contradictions. They may deny saying something you remember. They may reframe past events. They may question your interpretation in ways that sound reasonable. Over time, these distortions accumulate. You may start second-guessing your memory and reactions. This is exactly where the narcissist wants you, disconnected from your internal compass. Because once you doubt yourself, you become easier to guide. The fifth tactic is controlled approval. The great narcissist does not give consistent validation. Instead, they give approval in measured doses. When you behave in ways that serve their needs, they may praise you or show temporary affection. But when you assert independence or question them, their approval cools quickly. This creates a psychological loop. Without realizing it, you may begin adjusting your behavior to regain their warmth. Over time, this can condition you to prioritize their comfort over your own truth. The sixth hidden tactic is social positioning. Many great narcissists work intentionally to manage how others perceive them. They may cultivate a reputation for being generous or misunderstood. They may subtly plant stories that frame them as the reasonable one in conflicts. This serves a purpose. If tension ever rises between you and them, the social environment is already tilted in their favor. Others may struggle to reconcile the charming person they see with the behavior you experience privately. This can leave you feeling isolated and unseen, strengthening the narcissist's control. The seventh tactic is emotional exhaustion. Over time, Many survivors notice they feel mentally and emotionally tired around the narcissist. The constant confusions and emotional ups and downs drain your internal resources. When you are exhausted, your boundaries weaken. Your clarity fades. You may tolerate behaviors you once would have questioned. The great narcissist often maintains control through steady emotional depletion. The eighth hidden tactic is future faking. At key moments, especially when you begin pulling away, the narcissist may suddenly paint beautiful pictures of the future. Promises of change. Promises of growth. Promises of the relationship becoming what you hoped. These moments can feel convincing, because by this point, you have already invested emotionally. Future faking keeps hope alive just long enough to keep you engaged. But real change requires consistent action over time. The great narcissist often delivers words instead of transformation. The ninth tactic is quiet blame shifting. Rather than openly attacking you, the narcissist may subtly position problems as misunderstandings or imply your reactions are part of the issue. The tone may sound calm, but the effect is powerful. You may begin carrying responsibility that was never fully yours. Meanwhile, the narcissist avoids accountability while maintaining influence over the emotional narrative. The 10th and most important hidden tactic is intermittent kindness. This is one of the strongest psychological hooks in narcissistic dynamics. Just when the distance or tension begins to feel too heavy, the narcissist reintroduces warmth, a kind gesture, a thoughtful message, a moment that feels like the person you first met. These moments are not random. They often arrive when your nervous system is closest to pulling away. Intermittent kindness resets hope. It softens your boundaries and makes the pattern harder to clearly label as harmful. This is why many intelligent and emotionally strong people can still find themselves deeply entangled with the great narcissist. The control was never meant to be obvious. It was designed to be gradual and psychologically complex. But here is the empowering truth. Once you can see the pattern clearly, the spell begins to weaken. Clarity restores your internal compass. Awareness strengthens your boundaries. Understanding these hidden tactics helps you stop personalizing behaviors that were strategically designed from the beginning. If today's message helped bring you clarity, you are not alone in what you experienced, and your awareness is a powerful step forward. If this message resonated with you, consider liking the video, sharing it with someone who may need this validation, and subscribing to Narcissism Freedom for more healing-centered insights. And if you feel called to support the channel's work, you can find optional support and donation details in the video description. Until next time, continue choosing your peace, your clarity, and your freedom.